Hello everyone, Jeff here, on a lovely gray Friday morning. The weather is certainly turning colder, the snow is starting to stick a little bit, and after next week it will be a holiday festival for the next month, for sure, to put it kindly. I know I love Christmas though, and so far people haven't really started putting up their Christmas decorations outside just yet. I expect that to fully take hold after Thanksgiving next week. So what I'm coming to you today with is another contest entry. It seems like the VC is just crazy with contest entries lately, and this one is for B-Side Records Don't Be a Grinch holiday music contest. And in honor of that, I've got my holiday Pink Floyd shirt on to help celebrate the season. And this is my entry. For me, and the idea of the contest is to show, obviously, your favorite Christmas music, whatever you have. And for me, I don't have a lot of Christmas music on vinyl, and I certainly don't have any good Christmas music on vinyl. The really interesting, obscure, off the beaten track stuff is all on CDs. So, for many years, one of my internet friends, who I'd known for a very long time online, never met him in person, but spoke a lot with over the years over different subjects, mostly comics, but he would send me a CD every year of Christmas music, like novelty songs. And while those were great, it's the kind of stuff you could only listen to like once or twice, and then you're like, nah, the joke's kind of done. But the other place that I get my holiday music fix is on a radio show that originates from Chicago here on our public radio station, and it's called Sound Opinions. And every year, or probably around mid-December, usually about the second week or so of December, they'll do a show, and they'll bring on a guy called Andy Surzan, who is the president or vice president of Jam Productions, which is a concert promoter here in Chicago. And he is a big holiday music, Christmas music collector. And if you saw the movie that came out probably about 3 or 4 years ago now called Jingle Bell Rocks, it's all about obscure Christmas music collectors. And they show him in one of the segments of the movie. And every year for the past probably 10 to 15 years, he goes on the Sound Opinions show and other local radio shows around here, and he plays what he found, over the past year in terms of Christmas music. And what you can do is download the mix, I guess you would call it, the mix CD that he plays on the show for free. So if you go to soundopinions.org, I believe that's the home page for the show, probably, like I say, around the second week or so of December, you'll see a link on there to be able to download this year's holiday mix. So, and you could also listen to the show too online. You could stream it. And so for the past probably almost 10 years now, I've been downloading the every year's mix of music that he's put out. So that's what I'm going to show for my entry, because like I said, I have a couple of very old junky Christmas albums, but they're not even really playable, and they're just generic, Little Drummer Boy, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stuff. It's nothing that would even get played. But this stuff actually gets played by me around this time of year. So I'm going to start off with my probably the favorite one of all of these that I found, and the one that I always play every year that I come back to is this one. It's called Santa Soul. This one came out in 2012. Now, of course, you have to make your own CD, you have to burn it to your own disc, and you have to print out your own artwork. So I just did this. It may not look perfect, but hey, for the price, what are you going to do? Like the title says, it's all basically soul-based Christmas songs. I don't know if you'll be able to read that track list right there, but basically you've got a song called Winter Man by Clarence Reed, which is really it's actually a good song besides being a good Christmas song. Christmas Gift by Margie Joseph. Marvin Gaye sings a song called Purple Snowflakes, which is a really good, it's a kind of a sad Christmas song, but it's really good. The Meditation Singers sing a song called Spirit of Christmas. Snowflakes Part 1 is by Betty Lloyd. These are all rather obscure artists too. So a lot of these people I've never heard of course, aside from Marvin Gaye. I heard of Wild Honey. They sing a song called Angel's Christmas. And then, of course, James Brown sings a song called Tit for Tat. You can see right there. So, for my money, this mix is a winner every single year for me. And called Santa Soul. Now, it's got a lot of... I mean, these are recorded... He records these mostly off of vinyl. And you can hear the cracks and pops if his copy that he found is a little bit, less than perfect. But that's okay. That kind of adds to the effect because modern Christmas music is kind of generic. It's a little kind of like soulless. It kind of all sounds samey. But when you have stuff from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, even into the 80s, it just seems like it has a little more character, a little more flair for me. And I'm not counting the standards that come out every year. But for me, I love this. This is the one I play every single year. Another one, probably my second favorite, is the one that came out the year before that in 2011 called Swingin' Snowflakes. Now these are all jazz-based Christmas songs. Let me see. I know that the printing on these is really small, so I know you probably can't really read. I'm hoping you can focus in on the track list there, but you have, I almost need my glasses to read these things. You have Jingle Bells, Winter Wonderland by the Chet Baker Quartet. I can't read this. Charlie Parker doing White Christmas live. That's kind of cool. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Paul Bley Trio with Charles Mingus and Art Blakey. I mean, these aren't all novelty songs. These are like pretty straight Christmas songs that were released, but for whatever reason just got lost in the mists of time or something, if you will. They never became standards, but a lot of them really should have. So yeah, this one here, the case fell apart when I opened it. So this one here is another one of my favorites. Swingin' Snowflakes, the mix from 2011 that Andy Surzan put out on the Sound Opinions site. I'm just gonna. I've got probably like 7 or 8 more, so I'm gonna go through them fairly quickly. Just to show you, like even the cover art that he puts out for these things is pretty cool. This one here, this was from last year. It's called Snowbound Soliloquies, and I don't know if you'll be able to read a lot of these songs here, if it'll focus in on that. But most years there's a theme, like with the jazz one or the Santa Soul. A lot of other ones are just what he was able to find for that year. They may not necessarily have a theme. Warblings from the Enchanted Forest is another mix. This one was from 2016. And you can see a lot of these songs here, hopefully. Some of them are good, some of them not so good, but they're all interesting. They're all interesting to listen to, for whatever reason. And it's amazing what some people put out for Christmas music. This one here, it's the Holiday Pop Parade. This one here, you can see. Kringles Jingles. I mean, I'm not going to read all of these songs out to you, but every year it's kind of like this is one of my Christmas traditions, because, like I said, I love Christmas music, and I love the oddball stuff. You know, not necessarily just the novelty songs, but, you know, here's another one that came out in 2013, Space Age Santa Sounds. Every so often he'll repeat an earlier mix, maybe if that year was kind of lean for new pickings, but they usually play most all of the mix that he finds on the radio show, so you can hear everything, you know, and decide if you want to download it. I just get them all because I'm nuts like that. So every one that I've been able to find, I've downloaded. This one's called Yowls and Yodels. This one was from 2010. And all this stuff is, like I said, it's interesting. All right, I got two more here quickly. These are much older ones. This one's from 2005. I was actually able to find people who uploaded files of previous years' mixes online, and I was able to grab those. That one doesn't have a track list. This one, last one here, it's called the Christmas Code. This one came out in 2002, and I love the artwork. That one doesn't have a track list either. Sorry. People didn't upload all of the artwork, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've got in terms of holiday Christmas music. Like I said, I love it. I wish I had a bunch of it on vinyl, but, you know, it's hard enough to find albums, you know, regular albums that you're looking for as it is, much less the added layer of difficulty of it being Christmas music. So I appreciate guys like Andy who who take the time. It's obviously a passion of his, an obsession of his to find this stuff, and he shares it with us for free every year. So yeah, soundopinions.org is the website for the show. And like I said, in about 3 or 4 weeks from now, like I said, mid-December, they usually run their Christmas show, and they'll put up a link to download this year's holiday CD mix. So that's my entry for the contest. I hope it's acceptable for you, Beth. I love your channel. Like I said, you're the soundtrack queen for sure. I watch a lot of your videos. I don't always comment, but I watch them. I don't have a whole lot to say about soundtracks. That's not really my thing, but you make it interesting just because it's your passion. So that's what I like to watch. So that's the same thing with the metal guys. I'm into metal, kind of, sort of, but I just love seeing people get excited over what they like and showing it to us. So that's really what it's all about for me. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to try to get another video made today, hopefully uploaded later today or tomorrow. That's my plan. I'm hoping it works out. Until then, everyone, peace. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.